Well, as you can see, I'm back at the mental. I've just been doing a video on town and about the cinemas, which you may be interested in. So I've just finished that, and I bumped into a lad going up the side of one of the last locations, and he was coming down. Oh, how's it going? You all right? Are you making a video? I says, yeah, doing about the cinemas. Oh yeah. Are you going to the mental? I says, yeah, I'll be at the mental. So here I am, back at the mental, and I did a photo shoot last week, and I pointed out, I think the week before, about the lack of signage. I don't know, Jones Brothers or Denbigh Council could run into a sticky problem with their lack of signage. Visitors don't know nothing about the place. If they arrive here, this is where they will arrive, at this point here. A little wire fence, you can easily hop over there, but there's no signage, there's no public warning signs. And I've said before, they've got to be bilingual and what have you, they've got to be Welsh and English and what have you, but there's absolutely nothing here. There's no warning signs, there's nothing to tell you it's private, there's nothing to tell you that it's patrolled by security, there's nothing to tell you that it's dangerous. Someone hopped over that fence and went into the grounds and they got injured, get a solicitor, and the solicitor, that would be their whole case, is that there's no public warning signs, there's nothing. Okay, it's private land, it's dangerous, I know that, but not everyone knows it. The solicitor will argue there's nothing to tell you, there's nothing to warn you that it's dangerous. And if someone went into them grounds and they got seriously injured, that would be their solicitor's case, and it would be a strong case as well. There is absolutely no, okay, that's warning these premises are under 24cc, but you wouldn't see it from there, and that's not a legal sign because it's not bilingual. That would be also another case, another argument that the solicitor would take. All signs in Wales, warning, public information, to be legal, to have a legal standing, they have to be bilingual. Denbigh Council would say, well look, yeah, there's a sign there, but it's not a legal sign, it has no legal standing, and a solicitor, that would be their case as well. But here, as I can say, you'd come down there, you'd see all this, you'd think, oh, let's go for a wander. You climb over the fence, go for a wander, you'd fall down somewhere, you'd injure yourself, and that would be the solicitor's case. There's nothing to tell you, there's no warning to tell you what it is, there's no warning to tell you it's private, there's no warning to tell you to keep out, there's no warning signs to tell you it's patrolled by security, there's no warning signs to tell you it's dangerous. And that would be a good case for a solicitor. But anyway, that's not for me to worry about. 40 plus, bit of movement down the bottom there. I'm gonna have to say 40 plus years now, because it is more than 40 years. Thought I saw some bit of movement down the bottom there. That's a new one, they are. Welsh at the top, no drones. Dim droniau, no drones. And I know the reason why, I've been told the reason why. That is a legal sign. But it's asking you, it's not telling you, it's asking you. But I know the reason why they don't want you to fly drones, but I'm not going to repeat it here. I've been told, I've been chatting to one of the workers, the Jones Brothers workers, and he told me why they don't want it. It's not, you can fly drones, it's nothing to stop you. I don't fly drones now, but you know, you can fly a drone. It's not the law, they're just asking you. They're saying no drones, dim droniau. But yeah, and I know the reason why they don't want, or would like you not to fly, you know, a polite request. But yeah, as for you know, the main signage to tell you, you know, warning, public warning and information signs, there's nothing here. It's very, very poor. And as I say, you know, someone wandered onto the grounds and got injured or something like that, You could be killed. It's absolutely, I've said it over the years, it's an absolute miracle no one's been killed in this place. But yeah, that would be their solicitor's case. Lack of signage, no signage in a lot of places. And what signs they have got, well, that's a new one there. That's only been recently put there. When I was here last week, that wasn't there. But that's a legal sign. It's got Welsh at the top and English at the bottom. Welsh has to be prominently read more than English. If it's two separate signs, the Welsh has to be on the left and the English on the right for it to be have a legal standing. But as I say, you know, that would be a solicitor's case. Solicitor would argue, you know, that there's nothing to warn, there's no information, nothing like that. Which is, let's see what they've got here now. Oh, they've put up a few more signs here now. See that? It's in English. It's telling you warning, guard dogs. That's no legal standing. No legal standing. That has, because it's got Welsh at the top, English at the bottom. It's got one there. Like, these have come up. I know they watch my videos, so Jones Brothers, if you're watching this now, well done. That's a legal sign, but you need more signage down there, because I know they watch my videos, because these signs now have started appearing. See, that is perfectly legal sign there. Welsh at the top, it's to be read first, English underneath. So well done, Jones Brothers or Denbigh County Council. You've heeded my advice, because I know they watch my videos, but you definitely need more signage. You know, people that are arriving from, you know, elsewhere, from well, whatever, where they're going to arrive is there, and on that little bit of metal railing, that's where you need signs there, because they're not going to come as far as here. They're just going to say, oh, there's a nice building there, and they'll climb over that metal fencing and walk in. And as I said earlier, you know, it's absolutely, it's ridiculously dangerous in there. As I said earlier, it's an absolute miracle no one's been killed in that place. But if someone got seriously injured, that would be a strong case for a solicitor. It's insufficient signage. You know, Denbigh Council or Jones could argue, well, look, we've got signs here, but they're not going to see them when they arrive there. They're just going to climb over that fence. They've got it. If I was Denbigh Council or Jones Brothers, this place, the whole circumference would be plastered with signs, I tell you. So anyway, let's have a wander down to the main gate, and I'll have a quick wander down the cinder track and see if there's any sufficient and legal signage down there. But well done, Jones Brothers and or Denbigh County Council. Bilingual warning signs. Well done, it's a start. Well done, good to see. So, just arriving at the, or what was the main entrance. There was only two entrances. Technically 3 entrances, but one was off the cinder track, which wasn't used. It was only used by us going down to the pavilion on our bikes. But this was the main entrance. This was used. The main entrance. No bilingual signs as yet on here. So, not that anyone's going to be coming down here and attempt to get in from here, but it could do with 1 or 2 bilingual signs there. They've got signage on the security fence in there too, and I'm sure they went here when I was here last on the metal security fence in there, but I can't read what it says from here. But hopefully they're bilingual signs. So hopefully the Jones Brothers and or Denbigh Council have put signs in the grounds as well. Bilingual, preferably bilingual, well, legally bilingual. So but you need more signs on the perimeter, especially what I showed at the beginning of the video. Strangers arriving in Denbigh, that's where they're going to come up Smithfield, they're going to come up Love Lane, and that's where they're going to arrive. And there's no signage there unless they come a bit further down, like I showed you earlier, the along the wall. But they're not going to come as far as there. So they're not going to see any signs. The signage, the main signage, needs to be on the junction when you come over Love Lane. There's nothing there, so let's have a look. I know they've got bilingual signage on Jones Brothers entrance, but no one's going to come down this far. That is my point, you know. So they're just going to see that, oh, what's this, you know, and they'll climb over that little wire fence. There's nothing there to tell you that it's private and dangerous and security patrolled. It needs bilingual signage. Like I said earlier, you know, if they've got a sign warning, keep out, no trespassing and all that. A solicitor, his case would be it's not a legal sign because it's not bilingual. And he would win the case because it's not a legal sign in Wales. All you got to do is have a bit of Welsh and a bit of English and that would be legal. Anyway, yeah, like I say, Jones Brothers entrance here, but that is signed. They got some bilingual signage there, but I'll have a wander down the cinder track while I'm here, see if there's any signage down there. Behind me there, the old Penant Farm. When the mental was open, when it was the mental farm, it was called Park y Twll, and it supplied the meat, obviously eggs, milk and stuff, and the veg, fruit and veg was grown in the grounds. So yeah, this is Jones Brothers entrance, and that's the line of death. I'm not going to cross the line of death. Mr. Security, is he here today? He's a bit shy apparently. Mr. Camo Man, I call him. But that's the line of death. But anyway, signage. It's all bilingual, all above board, all legal there. Which is, you know, a good thing. Legal signage. So I'll have a wander down the cinder track. But as I said earlier, people are not going to come down as far as here. You're not going to be able to get in anyway. It's like the high fencing and stuff. But around the perimeter, I know the ways to get in. Easy to get into these grounds without being seen, but I'm not going to disclose anything for obvious reasons. But I know the little ways to get in, and I'm not going to go. I haven't been in now for, it's got to be, oh, it's a few years now, but I don't need to now. I've done what I've done, I've filmed what I've filmed, I've talked about what I've talked about. I've done day walkabouts in the grounds, day walkabouts, the bottom floors, the upper floors. I've talked about the history, I've talked about anecdotes, I've talked about my experiences growing up as a kid, my interactions with the patients and the wages run, and when I witnessed a patient fall into his death, as I say, and I was the only one that witnessed that, and I'll never forget it to this day. Fell to his death. Like I say, 40, I've got to say 40 plus now, 40 plus years of documenting a mental, and I ain't going to stop anytime soon. So anyway, I'll have a bit of a wander. Yeah, like I say, this is the perimeter. If you keep going, you come past King's Mill, and you can come round, you come back at the top there by Sparrows Museum, where they had the great train robbery. They had the pickup, well, he's still got it there. Well, I presume he's still got it there, the one where they unloaded the train and they put all the sacks of money in this big pickup. That's in the museum in Sparrows. But yeah, like I say, I know all the ways in and stuff like that, but I don't need to go in now. I just monitor it, document it, mainly from the top road there. 40 years now of wandering around this place. I know it like the back of my hand, and yes, it is extremely dangerous. I've seen it deteriorating over the years. Absolute death trap, and I've said it once and I'll say it again. Absolute miracle no one has been killed in this place. Best thing they ever did was put security in. But anyway, I'll just have a quick squint down the end. There's a bit of a security grill, and there was a fresh, going back a couple of weeks, new security. I can't remember the name of it now. big yellow sign saying it's monitored and this and that. And that's when I first started talking about bilingual signage. And I came the next week and it had gone. I'd taken it from there because it wasn't legal. It's not a legal sign in Wales. So I'll just have a quick wander to the grill, see if they've put anything down there. Lovely morning. Oh, this is the cinder track, by the way, and it's haunted, just in case I never mentioned it. So just coming up to the well, like I talked about it before, not so much an entrance, this it's where we used to come down on our bikes, or we used to walk through. We used to cut through the grounds past the big chimney around the canteen, and we used to come down here. That's where we used to come down. This obviously wasn't here, and there was no gate, or there was a gate further up there, but that's not there now. We used to go down there, down to the pavilion, cricket ground and the rugby ground. But yeah, there was a sign here. They had a sign there, but it's gone. I don't know what happened to that, but it's getting well overgrown now. So yeah, anyway, I'll have a wander back onto the top road, and then that'll be it for this video. Yeah, like I say, I was in town doing a video about the cinemas, the old cinemas, which are fast disappearing everywhere now. And so this lad bumped into this lad, and he said, "Oh, yeah, doing a video." I said, "Yeah." "Oh, yeah, you go to the mental?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll be going to the mental, don't worry about that." It's like a moth to the light. Wow, warming up now. Beautiful day. So anyway, back on the top road. And yeah, well done. I'll say it again. Well done, Jones Brothers and or DCC. Some decent signage. Welsh, English. The Welsh has to be read before the English, or has to be above. And if it's two separate signs, as I said earlier, Welsh on the left, English on the right. Good to see, that is, good to see. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, you're interested in the mental, I gotta say 40 plus years now, documenting the place over the years, as well as my experiences as a kid growing up with the patients and stuff. When I first started documenting it, I've had many interactions with Jones Brothers, Denbigh County Council, the police, North Wales Police, multi-millionaire property developers, security. I've seen security come and go in this place, loads of different security, some good, some bad interactions with security, or some good and some not so good, shall I say. But yeah, as I say, if you're interested, I have actually got a playlist on my channel, which is I don't know, 600 odd videos of this place now. You can see what it's like, what I've been doing over the years and stuff. As I say, documenting it, walkabouts and tours, and talking about anecdotes and my experiences. And I've also got a channel, dedicated YouTube channel, and it's called the North Wales Hospital. But all that's on that is a link to my playlist. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, good to see some legal signage in this place after all this time. But if it was me, I'd have signage there, as I said earlier. As people arrive in, strangers, that's the first they're going to arrive. They're not going to walk as far as here to see that signage, albeit if they're from wherever, England and Scotland, they're not going to understand the Welsh, but they'll be reading the English. But if it's just English only, like I said, in Wales it's not a legal sign, it has no legal standing. But it's good to see. Well done, Denbigh Council and or, as I say, Jones Brothers. Good to see. Right, so that'll do me for this visit to the Menton on this beautiful morning. 40 plus years, and I'll be back.